What's up everyone, Salt here. So today I got a video on just a pinch of redstone. So there was a trap I recently did on a friend on my Realm server, and if you haven't watched that, go ahead and go watch it. I'm going to link it right here. But let's go ahead and do the tutorial for it. So it's a tunnel trap. So your friend's going to run down a tunnel, they're going to open the chest, they're going to fall, and then they're going to fall down to their death here. So it takes a second in creative mode, but anyways, let's go ahead and pop back up here. So it's really simple redstone. I've ranked this coal tier. It's going to be relatively easy to build in the early game. And then as we go on in today's video, it's going to become very hard, and the hardest one is going to be diamond. And that is the one that we did for my friend on the server, Brand16. But anyways, let's go ahead and start here. So let's go ahead and grab our resources here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to choose the block in which that you want your friend to have his chest. So this is where I chose to put the chest, so it's in line with all the other things, but typically what you'd want to do is you want to count out. So let's say your friend's wall is right here. So let's say your friend's wall is right here in their house. So you want to take that wall, and then you want to build the tunnel right here. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place your chest. So now that you got your chest here, you want to take a redstone torch and put it on the side right here underneath the chest. And then you're going to put a block. And assuming that your friend's base is underground, you won't need to do this because it'll already have that out, and you'll just have to dig out blocks. But anyways, so you want to take your torch, and then you're going to want to put a block right here. So you put 2 blocks, so you got 1, 2, and then you count out 5. The same length as the tunnel that you're going to be yanking out from underneath them. So you place your 7 redstone dust here, 7 redstone dust, and then you place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pistons like so. Now this will be your tunnel here, right? So your friend's going to see it, and then they're going to go open the chest, and then they're going to fall here. And that's basically the entirety of the circuit here. They open it, they fall to their death. But I also rank this coal tier here, and the reason for that is if you do this, prepare for your friend to be very salty, because yeah, this is also what you're going to get for Christmas if you do this, because if your friend doesn't get to their items before they despawn, yeah, they're not going to be terribly happy. So I don't recommend doing this one. I recommend going with the iron one at least. And the only difference here in the iron one is we have 5 hoppers in a chest. It's literally that simple, but it'll make your friend's life a lot easier. It'll make them less mad at you. And all we did here was we ran some hoppers into a chest, and this will collect all their items at the bottom of the drop. So that way they just have to get down there. There's no chance of them losing their items because there's a chest here, and they just got to open the chest and get their stuff. So I do highly recommend this one. As long as you know how to build this and build this circuit right here, you can build all these traps in today's video, but it just depends on the level of complexity here. So for this one, the gold tier, it's basically the same thing as the iron. You got a trap chest, dark oak sign, 5 sticky pistons, 7 redstone dust, redstone torch, and 5 hoppers. The only difference here is you have a lava bucket, and you have 5 signs here. Forgot to put the signs in the chest, but the reason you do this is you want to put the lava a little bit underneath. You don't want it to be such that your friend can hear it. Like right here, I'm pretty sure you might be able to hear it. But you don't want them to hear it, but they fall in, they take some damage from the lava, and then they fall down the drop shaft, and then they die. And if they don't, well, the lava will kill them via burning them. So that's the idea. Typically you want to build this one when you don't have a lot of space to work with. Like let's say your friend was in a bunker, and let's say this is your bedrock level. So this is bedrock, you really don't have a lot of room to work with. So they're obviously, if they're in diamond gear, they're not going to die from just a fall like this, right? So you need to add some extra damage in there somehow, and that's what the lava's for here. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is the diamond tier. Now, this is the one that I did on my friend, Brand16, that Fallen Glory helped me on the Realm server, but this is the one that'll require the most resources. It's also the one that's the nicest. And we got a pretty good reaction from our friend, but the only difference here is there's a bit more redstone dust, and there's one extra hopper, there's a couple repeaters, a comparator, a dropper, a stone stair, and then there's, your kelp and your water and your soul sand. So all we did here was we created a dropper. So this is your collection system, right? So your friend, they die on these hoppers, they then get all their items funneled into this dropper here. So you place the dropper facing your water stream, wherever you want your water stream to be. So let's say right here, like I did for this one. And then you do a redstone comparator, a redstone repeater, a block, and then 3 redstone dust. And then underneath this block right here, you put a redstone dust, and then you take it around the corner. And then this is 1 block lower than the comparator here, and you do a repeater that goes into your soul sand, which will then power over here and power your dropper. So what this does is it makes a redstone clock. So long as there's an item in here, it'll be pulsing and creating a redstone clock. And because it's creating a clock, it'll then power the dropper over here using the repeater here, which will spit your friend's item out. So let's go ahead and show that here. So let's say your friend just had stone in their inventory. Let's see, it gets funneled up here, goes up the water elevator, into a hopper, and then all your friend's stuff is saved right in here. But we did this to my friend on the Realm server. It was pretty funny because I told him that his stuff was in here, and he was like, wait, what? Really? My stuff's in here? But anyways, you guys should go watch that if you haven't. It's probably one of my funniest things that's happened in a while in Minecraft. But that's pretty much it. It's really simple, really easy to build. For building the water elevator, I recommend doing kelp. It makes your life a lot easier because if you didn't know, bubble vaders require source blocks to work. And what kelp does is when you plant it in a water stream, so you would place your water bucket right here at the top, and then you just place dirt, and then you swim up the water stream placing kelp. And that'll turn all of these water into source blocks, rather than, having to get a bucket, place it, and then get a bucket, place it, get a bucket, place it. That takes forever. So it's easier just to do the kelp, and then once you're done with it, break that, and then put soul sand underneath. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more of Just a Pinch and other redstone contraptions and traps and how they're executed, go ahead and subscribe here. But anyways, that's it for today, and I'll see you guys later.